Hey, good morning, YouTube. Beautiful morning in South Mississippi. Today is Sunday, and today I have a 3.91 bone-in beef short rib. This short rib was bought at Cooper's Country Meat Packers in Florence, Mississippi. I'm going to leave you the directions down below on how to contact them. And what we're going to be doing today with this short rib, I'm going to be putting it in the smoke, smoking it to perfection. And then later on, we're going over to our daughter's house, and we're going to shred this up and use it for Birria tacos. And today I'm going to be seasoning this with country, can you see that? Country PLEASIN specialty seasoning. This is also supplied by Cooper's Country Meat Pack. Good friend of mine, Logan, hooked me up with this seasoning. This seasoning tastes great. It has everything in it. It's the only thing I'm going to be putting on this beef short rib. So later on, I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to trim this thing up. I'm going to leave the membrane on the back so that the meat doesn't fall off the bones. But we're going to smoke this to perfection. We'll see you later. All right, fam, we're back. And let's go ahead and clean up this beautiful beef brisket boned in. Now, here's the backside. Backside looks pretty good. But what I want to do, let me get a paper towel. Couple of paper towels. Got a little bit of fat on it, so what I want to do is just take a little bit of that fat off. Without tearing up the membrane, because I want these bones to stay together. By the way, this is my first time doing this, but I've seen so many other professionals out there on YouTube that I think I can pull this off. I basically just want to get, you know, what doesn't look all that hot to me, and just shave her off. Get it nice and clean. Get this baby ready for that A-smoke. Now, I'll tell you one thing about this A-smoke. I've had one problem with it, and that was my fault. I had a little flare up. I didn't clean out my A-smoke before I did a cook, and I was doing some steaks, and I was searing some steaks, and this wasn't on camera, but I had lined it with aluminum foil, which I like to do because it helps with the cleanup. And my fault not checking that aluminum foil and not cleaning it, so I had a slight flare up. And that's the only problem I've had with that A-smoke, literally. Other than that, it's been working great for us. We've had great meals on it, great success, and I enjoy it. And I recommend that A-Smoke AS300 to any of my subscribers and anybody that is part of my looking audience. I love it. So if you're in the market, they're not very expensive. You can get it for under $400. Actually, it's like $200 and something. I'd recommend it. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do on this back side. Now on this side, you see we got a fat cap. I don't know, 1/4 inch, not a little thinner on this side. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from this side. And remember, safety first. Always keep your hands away from the knife. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that fat off, because this hard fat is not gonna render in the smoker. And besides, we can get some better seasonings on there to penetrate. Just take your time, do it layers at a time. That way you don't want to go too deep and penetrate your meat, because the meat is the star of the show. I guess you could say the fat's the star too, because it gives you flavor. And that's about all I'm going to take off right here. I'm going to take off a little bit here because we got a lot of fat there. And as we go on this side, we get just a little bit of this fat. The old fat, I call it. And get down to a fresh layer of fat. Kind of like your skin, you know, you have different layers of skin. Some skin is old, and underneath that is fresh skin. Now, right here, as you see here, we got a lot of fat going down further into the meat. I'm not gonna take a whole lot of that off, because if I do, then I'll expose the meat and then it just won't look even. I want it to be even. I want to get all this old fat off to bring show that fresh layer of fat. And it takes a sharp knife to really do this and really get it thin. I sharpened my knife not too long ago, right before I started this video. This is gonna be great, folks. Val and I are very excited. She's making Birria tacos, and we're gonna be using this meat to make our Birria tacos with. She's like me, she loves the challenge and loves doing new things. And then we're gonna be taking this over to the kids' house, and our grandchildren is gonna be there. And we're all gonna enjoy Birria tacos. My daughter Jessica, she's gonna make some rice and beans to go with it, and we're just gonna have a feast. We're gonna enjoy this. It's just gonna be lovely. So we just want to get this little bit of the fat off right here. I'm not going to have a big fat cap. I think that's enough. We're going to get this baby seasoned up. Then we can clean up anything that we don't like. But I'm pretty much liking this. Pretty much liking this. Take that little bit off right here. All right, it looks good. leave a comment down below. Let me know how you like this trim of this beef short rib. Let me know how I did, if I can do anything different. Please, I'd love to hear everybody's comment. Okay, and here's the side of it. It got some really good marbling on her. These are gonna make some great tacos. Gonna be beautiful. Right now, I'm just gonna wipe her down with a paper towel, get all the impurities off of it. I'm gonna trim right here. And these corners are kind of sharp, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit off, not to take too much meat off, but just enough to get those corners just a little bit more aerodynamic. And right here, I ran into a bone, so there's nothing I can do with that. And this is good. I'm gonna shape that like that. All right, next thing we're gonna do, excuse me, I'm gonna wash my hands. And I told you earlier I had sharpened this knife to perfection, and this is actually what I use. It's called Chef's Choice, and you can get this at Walmart. And it's basically a 2-step sharpener. It's great. I love this. So it's called Chef's Choice, and you can check this out at your local Walmart. It does a great job. Okay, got one little piece of lonely fat hanging out there. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna go crazy with a whole bunch of different seasonings on this this bone-in short rib, but I'm just going to use Country Pleasin specialty seasoning provided by our guys at Cook's Country Meat Packers in Florence, Mississippi. This stuff tastes great. This is all you need. It's got everything in it. It's got your salt, your sugars, your spices, your garlic, your onion, your parsley, turmeric, and everything. It's just a gorgeous, delicious seasoning. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start on the top, and I'm gonna bring this kind of high, get an even coat on her. And like Harry Sue, shake your bottle now. I love Harry Sue. You need to check out his channel. He's at Slap Your Daddies. Check out his channel. He does a lot of good things, and he's also kind of like a teacher. He loves barbecue, and he loves to share barbecue love to his audience. Check out Harry Sue. His name is Harry Sue. His channel is Slap Your Daddy. What you want to do, you want to put the rub on. You want to pat her down. Remember, never rub your rub. You want to keep it consistent and even. Just pat her down. Now we're going to turn her over. But we're not going to worry too much about the back. But we're just going to get a little flavor on the back. We're not going to go too heavy on the back because that membrane really is going to prevent the seasonings from coming through. But we want to be even and be consistent with our seasoning. And of course, on the side, you can take your residual that's left on your cutting board to get your side. And that should be enough. But we'll check it. If it's not, we'll apply a little bit more. Oh, this smells great, guys. You really should try this seasoning. It's called specialty seasoning. Like I said, it's supplied by Cooper's Country Meat Packers. They're in Florence, Mississippi. And again, I'll leave all the information down there so that you can get some seasonings from Cooper. Now, they have a wide variety of seasonings. I think they have probably 7 to 10 different types of seasonings. And they're all just delicious. I'm gonna rinse my hands, and I'm gonna show you some other ones that I do have on hand. They have this seasoning called red wine steak seasoning. Red wine steak seasoning. And they also have Griller's charcoal steak and rib. Absolutely beautiful. I'll just get a little bit more of this on the side, like this, because we want all the seasoning on our meat to penetrate our meat. Check the other side. I think we can afford to put a little bit more seasoning on that. And these are going to make some great tacos. Great tacos. Yeah, let me get some more on this side too. We want everything to be covered. We want this meat to be happy. All parts. Because a happy meat makes a happy person eating this meat. Just like your car. You take care of your car, it's going to take care of you. Alright, everyone. We're going to let this sit out for room temperature. Let the seasonings sweat into this meat. And also what we're going to be doing, we're going to be cooking this fat side up to let that fat render down in that meat and get that meat tender and fall off the bone. And the next time you see me, I'll be placing this on the A-smoke. What we're going to do, we're going to put this on the smoke setting for about a couple of hours, and then I'm going to bump it up to 275 degrees. And we're going to smoke this and grill this until it is toothpick tender in between the bones. And this is a 4-bone rib. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'll do, I'll take a toothpick, and if it probes in there like butter, then we know it's ready. And I'll also take a temperature tip. I'm looking at a temp about 205 degrees. But it's more about the tenderness than the temp. All right, well, I'm Eric from Cooking with E&V. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll stay with us. And also, remember, subscribe, like, and share all of our videos. And give us a comment on what you'll like Eric and Val to cook. Val and I. Give us an idea of what we can cook. So we'll see you on the next take. We love you. All right, everyone. We're back outside. We're at the A-Smoke AS300. And check this out. Val and I just got this yesterday. It is one of those outdoor heaters. It works great. It's kind of chilly this morning. We love it. We're going to sit outside here and just enjoy the beautiful afternoon. Blue skies. And now it's time to get this beautiful beef rib on the smoker. And as you can see, I did something a little bit different. I added some better than bouillon concentrated beef stock on here, and it's gonna taste delicious. All right, I'm gonna let this sit in here on a smoke setting for about an hour and a half, not even touching it. Then I'll check the crust, and if I need to spritz, that's what I'll do, and I'll spritz with water. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Cooking with E&V. I'm Eric, and this, of course, is my wife, Val.
Hey.
What we're going to be doing today, we're going to be making Birria tacos, and I have the beef short ribs on the A-smoke, getting nice and smoky and tender. And we're also going to incorporate this chuck roast, and we're going to be cooking that in our cast iron Dutch oven here. To season this, we're going to be using the body complete seasoning, and we're just going to give it a light coat. And this is going to cook down. How long is this going to cook, Val?
Well, total time, we're going to brown it first, and then we're going to put the vegetables and stuff in it. Then we're going to take the vegetables out, put it inside the food processor. Then we're going to pour it all back together, and then we let it simmer for 3 hours.
All right, sounds like a plan. And you're going to season the meat on both sides, all sides actually, and the residual seasoning in the plate we can get the sides with. Alright, we're going to turn this on to medium high, get that oil nice and hot to brown our meat. Let me just go over the rest of the ingredients with you. We're going to be using beef broth, white corn tortillas, chipotles in adobo sauce, fire roasted tomatoes, and it has garlic in it also. 2 cans of those. We're also going to be using 2 different chilies, guajillo chilies, and pasilla chilies. Now we're going to leave it directions in the comment section down below so everyone can follow along and do this recipe in your own house. Anything else, Val?
Yeah, first we're going to get this roast started, brown it in on both sides. So once we get it browned, we'll be back as we start adding other ingredients to it.
All right.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, see y'all.
Hey, we decided to come right back so you can see what I'm getting ready to do with the chilies. You know that the spice is primarily in the seeds of the chili peppers. So what we're going to do, we're going to seed it. We're going to seed them, and then we're going to put them in here. But we just want to show you real quick how we go about seeding them. That's good. What we'll do, we'll use the kitchen shears. Make sure everything is clean. We'll just cut the top off. Oops, you see how the seeds just popped out? So to make sure you get them all, you go down, just cut it down. Baby, you got a bowl or something I can put these seeds. Just give me that little paper plate of these sugar, girl. I'm gonna throw it all away. So you just dump the seeds right here. You see, this has a ton. If you look, it has a lot of seeds in it. So we just got to get all those seeds from out there, and that'll help reduce the temp. You're not going to be able to get every single one, but make sure you get, I would say, get at least 95% of them from out of there to reduce the heat of it. That's one. And we're going to do this one right here also. Eric got the roast going for me. It's browning. Cutting this one. This one just had a little bit of seeds in it, so it didn't take too much. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and seed the rest of these while Eric focuses on this roast for me, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Eric has the roast brownie right now. Show him, Eric, how it looks. Ooh, that looks delicious and smells delicious. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cover it with the beef broth. Okay, it's going.
That was just enough, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna just use this whole thing. Just cover it. Okay. Cool. There you go.
All right.
And then what we forgot to mention also, that we're gonna use bay leaves. We're gonna use cumin later on in the recipe. The chicken bouillon, oregano, cilantro, those are additional items that we're going to add to the recipe later on into it. But right now that we got the broth covering the roast, I'm going to turn it up. We're going to add all of our peppers to it. Just throw them in there whole. You don't have to cut them up. We're going to add the onion. And we're also going to add these peppers right here. These are the
chipotle and adobo sauce.
The chipotle in the adobo sauce. Now we used, what was it, 5 or 6 of the Guillermo?
5 each.
5 each. Excuse the pronunciation. I'm sure we're pronouncing them wrong.
One was pasilla.
Pasilla.
And the other one was guajillo.
Guajillo. So please excuse the pronunciations. Okay, what we do, we just push this on down and we let it come to a good boil.
That's delicious.
We're going to add the bay leaves to this also. Lifting up that roast. And we're going to add the garlic also. This is 10 cloves of garlic that I chopped up.
We love garlic at Cooking with ENV.
Yes. Garlic and onions.
Garlic and onions, that's right.
So we're going to just let this cook on down until the onions soften a little bit and the dried chili soften up a bit. And then what we're going to do, we're going to remove all of the vegetables from out of the Dutch oven. Then we're going to put it in the food processor. Add a little bit of liquid to that. Then we're going to add the chicken bouillon, the cumin, the oregano, and the cilantro, a teaspoon of sugar, and then we're going to blend it all together and then pour it back into the pot, and that's when we just let it simmer for 3 hours. Okay, we got everything that we need to put in it for now. Once we get to that point of where we're going to blend it, we'll bring you back to show you the process. Hey, we're back. So far what we've done, we've removed the vegetables from the roast and we put it in the food processor to make the paste that's going to go back into the pot. Okay, but first, before we get started, I got to give a shout out to my daughter Alexis. I've been looking at these videos on social media about the birria tacos, and they look so delicious, but I was never, like, it just seemed like a tedious process, which it is, okay? However, when I went to go visit my grandkids, and my kids and my grandkids up in Washington State, my daughter actually surprised me, and she made them, and they were so good. Now, Eric and I, both of our kids, have a passion for cooking, and all types of food. My son, on one hand, he leans more toward vegan, vegetarian type dishes, but the rest of them, they just all types of food, and they really have a talent for it. So right now, we got all the vegetables into the food processor. We're gonna add a tablespoon of the chicken bouillon to it. We're gonna add a tablespoon of the cumin. Here, you get that for me.
This is real cooking, folks. Real time cooking.
There you go. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon of oregano. And also, we're going to add fresh cilantro to this. And if Eric will get a measuring, he has the ladle. Thank you.
Yeah, well.
We're going to add a little bit of liquid. About a ladle full.
A ladle? Okay.
About a ladle full to this. I'm going to step out the way.
It's hot stuff coming through here. That's it, honey?
That's it. The other way. This way, sweetheart. Okay. And we're going to put the top on it.
That smells so good.
Yes. And we're going to mix it. Okay, I'm going to turn it off just so we could push it down. The camera's not pointing at it. Okay, there you go. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to stop it just to take a look at it. I bet it smells delicious.
Smell it from here, huh?
Oh, yes. I bet it looks so... Oh, my gosh. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, look at that. That, wow.
That's delicious.
I'm going to give it just one more quick mix.
Do we need more liquid?
Yeah, add a little bit more liquid, babe.
Okay.
Just not a full.
Half a ladle?
Yeah, about a half. That's good right there. Okay, so we're all set. Okay, I need probably about 1 teaspoon of sugar to put in here. There go the sugar right there. We got a teaspoon. Some tables right here. That's it. And while I'm mixing this again, babe, would you open this can of the fire roasted diced tomatoes?
Excuse me.
There you go. It's all ready. Right on the stove. Watch your hands, babe. I'm gonna just pour the fire roasted diced garlic tomatoes in. And then we're going to follow it with our mixture. Oh my God, look at that. Get it up close. Yes. I'm gonna pour all of this over. spoon to just hold the thing and scrape it on there. Yeah. So that's right. There you go.
We don't want to waste a drop of this goodness.
He don't believe in wasting any type of mixture. Okay. Then we're gonna just mix it on up. And guess what? You put this bad boy on low and just let it simmer for 3 hours. So probably doing that last hour. Eric made, I don't know if you're the meat to finish.
The short ribs?
Short ribs to finish.
They should be done in about 2 hours.
So probably about that last hour, we'll just use one of the short ribs because them short ribs look so good. I told Eric, I said, I don't know, I might want to eat those by itself. So, and he said, well, we could do just one. So to put in here, to, you know, get the smoky flavor into it. So Eric, you want to bring the phone closer so they can see how it is, how it looks. Look at that. So we're going to just let it cook on down. So it'll do what it do for 3 hours. And we will be back.
All right, everyone. As you can see, our beautiful chuck roast is cooked to perfection. It is tender. It's just breaking up with the fork. And what I'm going to do now is break this up with the fork. Shred it. And this is going to be, of course, for our Birria tacos.
And initially we stated that it would take 3 hours. Actually, it probably only took like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I came in just to check it, and it was already falling apart. So we decided to go ahead and get it shredded. So what we're going to do now, as Eric is going through the process, I'm going to get some of the meat that he's shredding up and go ahead and make a couple of the Birria tacos for you. We're actually going to be packing all of this up and taking it over to Eric's daughter's house. She's actually making the rice and beans to go along with it, along with appetizers. She's an awesome host. She always got to have her appetizers.
Yeah. You need her own YouTube too.
So we want to just show you how to do the Birria tacos, how to set it all together to the end. However, once we get to her home, we're going to actually give you a full plate with the Birria tacos, the rice, the beans, or whatever Jessica has prepared. Okay?
And we'll also show you them beautiful beef short ribs that I still got on the egg smoke.
Yes.
We're going to show you into that. All right.
Okay. So we got the pan heating up. We then took the meat from out of the Dutch oven. Eric has started shredding it. It leaves you with an awesome sauce. Actually, quite a bit of sauce. Eric, can you get the phone to bring this closer to it?
Yeah.
So you can see. And I'm gonna just stir it up so you can kind of, I'm not sure if you can see the texture that well, but it's a really, really nice texture of sauce.
Yes, it is.
So
it smells beautiful. Look at that, guys. You just want to dip your finger in there and take a taste.
So bring it over here because it's not there. Yeah, there we go, right there. So what you do, you take the corn tortilla, okay, hold on to it, and you just dip it in the sauce. This actually, this one must have been, they just fry it. Turn it down some. Okay. And while it's doing that, put a little bit of meat on here.
That's good, huh?
Make it a little bit more.
A little more?
A little bit more. There you go. Right there. And then we're going to take some cheese. Well, I like to put onions on mine. Also, onions. And some cheese. Okay. And you also take a little bit of the sauce itself and just spread it in the pan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to take it right here. And we're going to flip it. Look how beautiful that is. Can they see it?
Let's bring y'all in close.
See how that looks? How good that looks? And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it to the other side. See that? Look at that.
Beautiful.
Take that off. And we're going to do the same thing to the next one.
Now do one more, B?
Do one more. Gotta be one for E and one for V. There we go.
You ready for meat?
Yeah, just a little bit more meat. That's it. That's good right there. Did you want onions on yours, right?
Yes.
Okay. Put some onions on there. I'm going to do some cheese on top of it. Okay. Add a little bit of sauce to the pan. Okay, and now we're going to flip it. There you go, right there.
This meal can be time consuming, but it's worth it at the end.
Oh, yes.
But if you get started early to get your meat done,
there you go.
you can.
And now we're gonna flip it. When I picked up the tortilla with the metal tongs, it kind of tore it a little bit, so I know not to use these tongs with it next time. So, but guess what? It's still gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to turn it off now. And then I'm going to just bring it up over here. And Eric going to come do his deck. Eric does all the decorative looks and everything, so he's going to.
Alright, well, put a little garnish on it.
And that's some fresh cilantro that he's putting all around it, on top of it, and just. And now he's going to taste it.
Here we are, folks. Fresh Birria tacos. Let's go in for a taste test, Val.
There you go. Let him.
Put some of that onion on there.
Cilantro.
Some of that cilantro. Mm-hmm.
It's hot. Be careful.
And bring you in for a nice close look, guys. Let's check it out.
It's good.
It's good, B. The meat is tender, it's juicy. We got them Caribbean, Mexican flavors. It is outstanding. I won't be. What do you think?
Love it. I love Mexican. It's good. This is good. It may be a close runner-up for me, but like I say, once we Eric gonna come back once he finish up with the short ribs on the smoker, and then we also gonna follow up once we get to Jessica's house and get a whole plate together.
All right. Well, stay tuned, guys. We love you, and we'll see you soon. All right, everyone, we're back, and thank you for tuning back in to Cooking with E&V. As you can see, the set is a little bit different, but this is the outcome of the beef short ribs cooked on the A-smoke. And I'm here at my daughter's house, and of course, everybody knows Sophia.
My home.
This is my daughter, Jessica.
Hi.
This is Eddie.
Hello.
And of course, this is E and V.
Hi.
Val.
Leaders.
And everyone here is partaking some crawfish. Crawfish is very popular in Mississippi here. Me, I don't eat them. It's too much work. But I'm gonna take you back into this beautiful piece of beef here, and we're gonna cut into it. I'm gonna get my daughter to help me.
Good luck with that.
All right, Jessica, can you hold the camera for me?
Sure.
All right, let's go on the Cinnabon right here. Oh, look at it, guys. It cuts like butter.
I don't really eat crawfish.
Sorry?
Look at it. Looks delicious. Can you see the juice? It's very juicy. Very tender.
And that's because Grandpa cooks the best.
Thank you, Sophia.
It'll be a little dry.
Let's take a taste test.
I'm the taste tester in the kitchen.
Okay. That works for me.
Even if it's still toxic.
Oh, look at that juice. Bring it in a little bit there, Jess. All right, Sophie. Be careful, a little bit warm. What do you think?
That's good.
All right, let me try. Juicy. Very good. Very good. I have to admit, this is the first time me doing some beef ribs. I took them off at 203 degrees. But I think the next time I will leave them on there a little bit longer, maybe 205 degrees. And it should be a little bit more tender, but the flavor is great.
Yes.
Now next time you'll see us, we'll do a complete plate with Jessica's rice and peas.
Yay.
Right here. Oh, they look beautiful. And Val's Birria tacos.
Birria tacos.
Birria tacos. And we'll show you the final plate in just a little bit. Until then, see y'all later. This is it, guys. The final presentation, the plate. My daughter made some rice and peas. We have some sliced avocado. We got Val's Birria taco. And the brisket that we smoked on A-smoke. As always, We thank you for tuning in with Cooking with E and V. Give us a comment about this video. Let us know what you think about the meal, and also let us know what you'd like for us to cook. Please like, subscribe, and share with your family, friends, and co-workers. And again, this is my daughter, Jessica. And here's Val doing her thing in the kitchen as always. We love you guys. We'll see you on the next video.